Hi guys. Whoa, what? Oh, how is everybody? Feel free to write me a message. Yeah. Hey, hey. There we go. I'm just posting the link to various places. I will be with you guys shortly. Cool. Hi everyone. I'm glad to hear it, Zoe. Hi everybody. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves for a bit. I'm just going to wait a few minutes for a few more people to arrive. And I'll go through what's going to happen this evening about sort of 8:05. About 8:05 we'll sort of make a proper start. But yeah, feel free, chat amongst yourselves. Say hello to me in the comments. I will try and reply to as many people as I can. Yeah, just chat and chitter chatter. Yes, that is such a tongue twister. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realise. Yes, I'm just making sure everyone has the link and knows what's going on. Oh. Hello, Husmat. I have no clue who you are, but hello. I know this is without your real name. Yes, hi everybody. For anyone who wasn't here a minute or two ago, I'm just waiting for more people to join. So feel free to just sort of chat amongst yourselves for a bit. I'll go through sort of the structure of the evening about probably about 8:05. Oh, that's a point. We didn't do names last week. Thank you, Sarah, for that idea. Hi, Mum. Yes, if you guys are making up a team and want to come up with a team name, feel free. Let us know in the comments what you've come up with. No prize for best team name, but could be entertaining. Hi, everybody. Team just Mom. Mom, phone Grandma and you could make a team of the two of you. Ah, Husmat, Harrison, makes sense. You're called the Googlers. Great. Fab name. Although please don't actually Google or Bing or Internet Explorer. I don't really know. Don't look up the answers. Yes. Hi everyone. I like the old Austins. That's a great name. Cool. Hi guys. I'm going to sound like a broken record for a little bit, guys. For anyone who wasn't here a couple of minutes ago, well, I'm going to just wait for a few more people to join. About 8:05 probably is when I'll go through the rules and the structure and everything. Zoe, no, no clues. There were clues last week. I'm not gonna lie, there were clues. I don't think there's really any much this week. There's not much that I could do. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to repeat this one more time. Sorry for anyone who's been here like right since the start. I'm just going to wait another minute or so for a few more people to join. And then I'm going to wait a few more minutes for people to, well, a minute or so more for people to join. And then I'll go through sort of the structure, the rules. Not that there's really any rules as such, apart from don't Google. Yeah, and just sort of the structure and how the evening's going to go. I'll just wait, a minute or so more for a few more people to join. Although we've currently got 38, which is way more than I ever, or 39 now. Hi, Jonathan, which is way more than I ever thought I was going to get. So this is amazing. Thank you, everybody. Also, forgive me, I have two screens set up. So I've got my questions on the screen where the camera is, but I've got my view of YouTube up on the other screen. So I'm not purposely ignoring you. I'm just reading the comments. You see me looking that way. Nothing rude. Cool. It's about 5 past. How much wine is a socially acceptable amount of quarantine wine? That is a very interesting question. I so far have drunk no wine, which has surprised me massively. I think the acceptable amount is probably quite high by this point. Good question, Reggie. All right, I'm going to make a start with introducing everything. So there's a few people invited who I don't actually know. So hi to everyone. If you don't know me, my name's Abby. I'm sure you probably know someone who I know. So hello to mutual friends. Thank you for inviting people. So the structure of this quiz, it's super informal. Like there's no prizes for answer, like no prizes, nothing like that. It would be a little bit difficult to implement that. It's just for a bit of fun. Relax, enjoy yourselves. More than welcome to form into teams, as I say. If you're physically with people, great. If you're not, obviously more than welcome to use technology, actively encourage it. Just please don't use that technology to look up the answers. That defeats the purpose of having a quiz like this. Whilst I say it's not competitive, feel free to post your scores into the comments. It'll be great to have a mini bit of banter just to see who's doing well. It also helps me judge how difficult it's been, so I do appreciate that feedback. I'm going to try not to cough through the whole thing. I haven't been coughing all day, just then. I'm not ill, I promise. So there's going to be 5 rounds today. So we're going to do the 3. No, it's not Corona, Jonathan. We're going to do 3 rounds. Have a little bit of a break, then come back and mark the answers. So at that point, feel free to post your halfway scores in the comments. We'll then do the other 2 rounds, have a bit of a break just for you to catch up, and then mark those answers and enjoy it. For anyone I missed it, for anyone who missed what I said earlier, team names, like the name of team names, or again, no prizes, but feel free to post them in the comments. It's always good for a bit of a laugh. Cool. If anyone has any questions before we start, feel free to type them in the comments now or forever hold your peace. Or if you can't access the comments for whatever reason, message me. I do have my phone here, so I can see if you message me. I might not necessarily be able to reply straight away, but I can see the messages come up and potentially address them. Like this one. Hi, Dad. Cool. Let me just reply to this one, actually. Sorry. Hello, Chris. Cool. All right. In this case, no one has said they've got any questions, so I'm going to make a start on my questions. So the first round, yeah, as it will be every week, I'm assuming I'm doing this for multiple weeks. I have enough questions for so many weeks now. The first round is always going to be general knowledge. So you'll have 10 general knowledge questions coming up, starting now. So round one, question one. Which singer plays the Goblin King in the 1986 film Labyrinth? So which singer plays the Goblin King in the 1986 film Labyrinth? Question two. Since 1945, all British battle tanks have been equipped with the ability to make which drink? So since 1945, all British battle tanks have been equipped with the ability to make which drink? Thank you, Reggie. And thank you, Mum, as well. I've only just spotted your one. Ow. Bashed my knee. That's not a great start. Question three. Name the island where Gulliver discovered a race of little people in the novel Gulliver's Travels. So question three. Name the island where Gulliver discovered a race of little people in the novel Gulliver's Travels. Thanks, Chris. Question four. What colour is vermilion a shade of? So what colour is vermilion a shade of? I apologise if I mispronounce anything, by the way. I have tried to look it all up, but last week there was one that was wrong still. Question five. In which country was Adolf Hitler born? So in which country was Adolf Hitler born? Oh, thank you, Sarah Jane. I've just seen your message. Question 6. Name a mammal that lays eggs. So there's 2 of them. Either or is fine. Yeah, you don't need both of them, just one or the other. Question 7. Who betrayed Jesus to the Romans? So who betrayed Jesus to the Romans? Oh, Ryan, to answer your question, it's what the answer I've got is what the country is called now. Richard, either is fine. Full name is what I've got written down, but I will accept just his first name. So question 8. Which French author wrote Around the World in 80 Days and Journey to the Centre of the Earth? So which French author wrote Around the World in 80 Days and Journey to the Centre of the Earth? Question 9. Who is Dick Grayson better known as? So 9. Who is Dick Grayson better known as? And finally, question 10. What are Bactrians and dromedaries? So what are Bactrians and dromedaries? Or dromedaries? Cool. Does anyone have any questions they would like repeating? I've just had a text message with a couple, but if anyone has any others, please feel free to comment them. Okay, so question number 2, repeating that. Since 1945, all British battle tanks have been equipped with the ability to make what drink? Cool. And then question 8 again. Which French author wrote Around the World in 80 Days and Journey to the Centre of the Earth? And question 9. Who is Dick Grayson better known as? Does that help to everyone who asked me to repeat questions? Okay, I'm going to repeat 9 one more time. Who is Dick Grayson better known as? That's the last time I'm repeating that one, Jess. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to round 2. So round 2, the theme for round 2 is food and drink. So hopefully should be a nice fun round. So question 1, which popular drink once contained cocaine, which was finally removed as an ingredient in 1929? So which popular drink once contained cocaine, which was finally removed as an ingredient in 1929? Well, in question 2, in what decade was McDonald's founded? I'll give you a bonus point if you can give me the exact year. So question 2 again, in what decade was McDonald's founded? I'll give you a bonus point for the exact year. Question 3, what is the name of the scale used to measure the heat of peppers? So what is the name of the scale used to measure the heat of peppers? Question 4, after a classification challenge in 1991 for the purposes of VAT, did the courts decide that a Jaffa cake was a cake or a biscuit? And for a bonus point, can you say why? So after a classification challenge in 1991 for the purposes of VAT, did the courts decide that a Jaffa cake was a cake or a biscuit? And for a bonus point, why? So Andreas, for the McDonald's question, this is just the date I found when I Googled when was McDonald's founded, so I'm not entirely sure, I apologise. Question 5, What is traditionally eaten in the UK the day before Ash Wednesday? So what is traditionally eaten in the UK the day before Ash Wednesday? And question 6, which fruit juices would you add to vodka and peach schnapps to make a sex on the beach cocktail? So which fruit juices would you add to vodka and peach schnapps to make a sex on the beach cocktail? Well, question 7. Sauerkraut is composed of which vegetable? So sauerkraut is composed of which vegetable? Well, question 8. Munich's Oktoberfest is a celebration of which beverage? So Munich's Oktoberfest is a celebration of which beverage? Well, question 9. If you saw choux-fleur on a French menu, which vegetable would the dish include? So if you saw choux-fleur on a French menu, which vegetable would the dish include? Also, I'm sorry, German people, I'm just going by what Google said, because, yeah. I apologise if that question is wrong. I did quite a lot of extensive Googling, but yes, I'm sorry if it's wrong. And finally, question 10. how many standard 750ml bottles of wine would fit into a Methuselah? So how many standard 750ml bottles of wine would fit into a Methuselah? Cool. Does anybody need any questions from round 2 repeating? Either pop it in the comments, drop me a message if there's anything you need to be repeated. Okay, cool. I've had requests for 3 and 9. Let me know if there's anything else. So question 3, what is the name of the scale used to measure the heat of peppers? And question 9 was, if you saw choux-fleur on a French menu, which vegetable would the dish include? So the spelling of choux-fleur is CHOUFLEUR. Okay, I'm going to move on to round 3 now. So the theme for round 3 was actually a requested theme by somebody who I know is watching tonight or taking part tonight. If you have any requests, feel free, drop me a message. I've already seen one in the comments. Drop me a message or I'll put a post up in the next event. So just drop a comment on there. But the theme for round 3 is going to be musicals and musical theatre. So I know some people will quite like this one. Some people maybe not so much. Question 1 in round 3. What is the name of the musical adapted from the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail? So what is the name of the musical adapted from the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Well, question 2. Angela Lansbury and Emma Thompson have both voiced which Disney character who sings the title song from their film? So Angela Lansbury and Emma Thompson have both voiced which Disney character who sings the title song from their film? Yeah, of course it was an Angela Lansbury question, Sarah. You put the idea in my head. I had to put in at least one in this quiz. Cool. Question 3. Wicked is a retelling of which story? So Wicked is a retelling of which story? I'll come back and do repeats at the end because I'm not quite sure which questions you're talking about. Yeah, anything you need repeating, I'll do at the end. Yeah. Okay. I guess question 3 is kind of a prequel / retelling. It leads into it. Thank you for the correction, Mum. Cool. Question 4. What musical set in Manhattan's East Village is based on Puccini's La Bohème? So, which musical set in Manhattan's East Village is based on Puccini's La Bohème? Cool. Question 5. What song from the movie Frozen won an Oscar for Best Original Song? So, which song from the movie Frozen won an Oscar for Best Original Song? Question 6. Who plays the Phantom in the 2004 film adaptation of The Phantom of the Opera? So, who plays the Phantom in the 2004 film adaptation of The Phantom of the Opera? Question 7. What musical orphan had a hard knock life? So, what musical orphan had a hard knock life? Question 8. In the musical Jesus Christ Superstar, Who sings the song I Don't Know How to Love Him? So in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar, who sings the song I Don't Know How to Love Him? Emma, character. Actress would be too many people to name because there's been quite a lot of people, quite a lot of versions of Jesus Christ Superstar. Yes, so question 8, I'm looking for the character. And question 9, what musical based on Madame Butterfly was set during the Vietnam War? So what musical based on Madame Butterfly was set during the Vietnam War? And finally, question 10, who plays the witch in the 2014 film adaptation of Into the Woods? So who plays the witch in the 2014 film adaptation of Into the Woods? Cool. If anyone needs any questions repeating, again, let me know. I've already seen requests for 2 and 4. If anyone wants anything else, yeah, drop me a message or comment. Question 2. Angela Lansbury and Emma Thompson have both voiced which Disney character who sings the title song from their film? So that was question 2. Question 4 was what musical set in Manhattan's East Village is based on Puccini's La Bohème? 6 was who plays the Phantom in the 2004 film adaptation of The Phantom of the Opera? And question 1 was what is the name of the musical adapted from the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Reggie, we've not had round 4 yet, so no. Cool. I'm going to just give a couple more minutes for everyone just to get all their sort of final answers together. And then we'll come back and mark these first few rounds. If you've got anything else from the first 3 rounds at all that you want repeating, now's your last chance to say. Yeah. I'm going to say also use this time if you want to go grab a drink, go to the loo. If you smoke, go out for a smoke. If you want to do any of that sort of stuff, now's your chance to do it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I've been enjoying it as well. I hope you guys have. I'll give you 2 more minutes, so until my clock says it is 1:45, and then we will go through the answers so far. Thank you, Chris. Yay. If anyone sees any comments like Reggie's, no, they're spam. Bad Reggie. Thank you, guys. Oh, there we go. Thank you for the feedback, everyone. Nice. Makes me happy. Awesome. Well, my clock now says it's 1:45. So I'm going to start going through the answers. Whether you're ready or not, because I have no way of really seeing you to see if you're ready. I did give you enough warning. So the answers to the general knowledge round. So question 1, of course, was David Bowie. Played the Goblin King. Question 2, all British tanks are equipped with the ability to make tea, which is just the most incredibly British thing I've ever heard. Made me smart. Question 3, the island is the island of Lilliput. Question 4, vermilion is a shade of red. Question 5, Hitler was born in Austria. Question 6, a mammal that lays eggs. You can have either a duck-billed platypus, or just platypus, or an echidna, or any of the species of echidna. Echidna is quite general. I think there's 5 in total. Question 7 was Judas Iscariot. Question 8, the answer is Jules Verne. Question 9, Dick Grayson is also known as Robin, as in Batman and Robin. Zoe, I said I only needed 1 out of everyone who's saying bonus points. No, because I said I only wanted 1. But Sarah, yes, you can just have Judas. You don't need the Iscariot. If you had Judas, it's fine. And question 10, Bactrians and dromedaries are both camels. Now going on to the food and drink round. So question 1, the drink that used to contain cocaine is Coca-Cola, funnily enough. Question 2, McDonald's was founded in the 1950s. If you got the exact year of 1955, you get a bonus point. Question 3, the scale to words. The scale for the heat of peppers is the Scoville scale. Question 4, it was designated to be a cake. And a bonus point if you've got the reason, which is that it goes hard when it goes stale, as opposed to biscuits that go soft. Question 5, us Brits like to eat pancakes on the day before Ash Wednesday. Question 6, you would add orange juice and cranberry juice to make a Sex on the Beach cocktail. Question 7 is sauerkraut. Is cabbage even. Cabbage is what's in sauerkraut. Question 8 is the one that I've been told is wrong, so I do apologise. The answer I have here is beer. It's a celebration of beer. Question 9, choux-fleur is cauliflower in French. And finally, no, it's just 1 mark for Sex on the Beach. You need both answers. And question 10, the answer, you would fit 8 standard bottles of wine into a Methuselah. And finally, onto the musicals round. So the musical based off of Monty Python and the Holy Grail was, of course, Spamalot. Question 2, they both voiced Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. Question 3, Wicked is a prequel / retelling of The Wizard of Oz. Question 4 was Rent. Question 5 was, of course, Let It Go. Question 6, the Phantom was played by Gerard Butler. Question 7 was Annie. Question 8, Mary Magdalene was the one who sung I Don't Know How to Love Him. Question 9, Miss Saigon was the one based on Madame Butterfly. And finally, question 10, The Witch was played by Meryl Streep. I'm going to say, no, you can't have the teapot for Beauty and the Beast. I wanted the actual character's name. The teapot was not the character's name. And again, I was looking for a name, not the guy from Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. But yes, the answer, so just repeating, I've had a request to repeat one of the answers. So round 3, question 1, the answer was Spamalot. So like Camelot, but with spam. All right now. Yeah, I'm enjoying the people posting their scores. It seems to mostly be pretty respectable scores so far. I'm quite pleased with this. 5 out of 10 is still pretty good for that one. Don't say you're a dunce, Dad. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're going to move on to round 4 now. So the theme of round 4 is geography. So the theme for round 4 is geography. So question 1, Alaska is the biggest state in the US by area, but what is the second biggest? So Alaska is the biggest state in the US by area, but what is the second biggest? You guys. I'm going to put it out there. I'm very enjoying everyone's joke answers that they're putting in as well. So feel free to carry on with that. Question 2. Which river flows through Vienna? So which river flows through Vienna? Question 3. Which European country shares its border with the most neighbours? So it has 9 neighbours, which is quite a lot. So which European country shares its border with the most neighbours? Question 4. In which ocean would you find the Seychelles? So in which ocean would you find the Seychelles? Question 5. What is the capital city of Australia? So what is the capital city of Australia? Question 6. What language is the official language of Brazil? So what language is the official language of Brazil? Question 7. Which river forms part of the boundary between Mexico and the United States? So which river forms part of the boundary between Mexico and the United States? Oh, question 8. What is the highest mountain in Africa? So what is the highest mountain in Africa? Question 9. What is the longest river that is solely in England, i.e. no part of it goes into Scotland or Wales? So what is the longest river that is solely in England, so no part of it goes into Scotland or Wales? And finally, question 10. Which city surrounds the Vatican City? So which city surrounds the Vatican City? Does anybody need any of those questions to be repeated? Again, comment, drop me a message, either way. I'll pick it up. Okay, I've had requests for 7 and 10. So question 7, which river forms part of the boundary between Mexico and the United States? And 10 was which city surrounds the Vatican City? And no, you don't lose marks for spelling because no one can see your answers, just you. And I've had one more request for question 7. So which river forms part of the boundary between Mexico and the United States? Ooh. Okay, finally, we're going to go on to round 5 now. So last week I did mention that I would be including this round, so no reason. Of course, it's one of my favourite series, Harry Potter. I'm sure no one who knows me is going to be surprised by the fact we've had Disney last week and Harry Potter this week. Hopefully these shouldn't be too difficult. I tried to pitch them mid-level, so hopefully they're not too difficult. So Harry Potter. Question 1. What is the name of the textbook assigned by Hagrid in The Prisoner of Azkaban? So what is the name of the textbook assigned by Hagrid in The Prisoner of Azkaban? Question 2. What is the true identity of Scabbers? So what is the true identity of Scabbers? So this is in his human form. What is his name, basically? Question 3. What is the name given to a witch or wizard that is able to transform his or herself into a particular animal at will? So what is the name given to a witch or a wizard that is able to transfer his or herself into a particular animal at will? So someone in the comments has just said PS spoilers. The books have been out for like 20 years. I feel like if it's not been spoiled for you now, something special has happened. um, Question 4. I'm going to reword this one. So Sirius Black is given 2 nicknames throughout the species. What are both of those nicknames? I'll give you 1 point for each of them. One of them's quite easy, one of them's not so much. So essentially, it's give both nicknames that are given to Sirius Black with 1 point for each. Also, Carrie, not that recently, but I have just realised that yes, most of these ones so far are Prisoner of Azkaban related, quite by chance. I had them all in a different order and put them into an order that flowed. Apparently, it flowed because they're all from Prisoner of Azkaban. So question 4 is give both nicknames that are given to Sirius Black with 1 point for each. Question 5, Harry and Voldemort's wands share a core. What core, what is this core? Don't have to be too specific. I'll give you a bonus point if you can be specific. Question 6, what is the name of Hagrid's half-brother? So what is the name of Hagrid's half-brother? I was expecting someone to put Hag or Rid there. I'm not surprised, but I'm quite entertained. Question 6, What is the name of the secret society founded by Harry, Ron, and Hermione in the Order of the Phoenix? And I say secret because it's forbidden by school rules. So, what is the name of the secret or forbidden society founded by Harry, Ron, and Hermione in the Order of the Phoenix? Yes, that was question 7, Will. What did I say? The secret or forbidden society was question 7. Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to misnumber. I'm sorry. I feel like I've done a lot of apologising. It's fine. Shouldn't need to apologise. Yes, the secret society question was question 7. Question 8 is, what is the name of the Weasleys' house? So their physical house where their parents live. What is the name of the Weasleys' house? Question 9. Which of these teachers is not the head of a Hogwarts house? A. Professor Flitwick, B. Professor Sprout, or C. Professor Binns? So which of those is not the head of a Hogwarts house? A. Professor Flitwick, B. Professor Sprout, or C. Professor Binns? And finally, question 10. What is the name of the magical object that Neville is sent by his grandmother at the beginning of his first year at Hogwarts? So what is the name of the magical object that Neville Longbottom is sent by his grandmother at the beginning of his first year at Hogwarts? Cool. Does anybody need any questions from that last round repeating? Okay. I've had requests for 5 and 6. So question 5 is, Harry and Voldemort's wands share a core. What is this? And you get 1 point for just the general answer, 1 point if you can be specific with it, but like a bonus point if you can be specific with it. And then question 6 is, what is the name of Hagrid's half-brother? Cool. That's all right. So what we can do now is just give a minute or two for you to sort of finish writing all your answers. And then when my clock says 1:15, I will come back and give the answers. So that's just in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm going to start going through the answers now. If everyone's ready. If you're not ready, shout somehow. But I've given you plenty of time, so you should be ready. Cool. Okay, so we're going to start with the answers for round 4, which was the geography round. So question 1, see, Alaska is the biggest state by area in the US. The second biggest is Texas. Question 2, the river that flows through Vienna is the Danube. Question 3, Germany is the European country with the most neighbours. Question 4, the Seychelles are in the Indian Ocean. Question 5, Canberra is the capital city in Australia. Question 6, the official language of Brazil is Portuguese. And question 7, the river is the Rio Grande. Question 8 is Mount Kilimanjaro. Question 9, the longest river in England that is solely within England is actually the River Thames. Finally, question 10, Rome is the city that surrounds the Vatican City. And then moving on to the final round, so the Harry Potter round, the textbook that Hagrid assigns is the Monster Book of Monsters, the one you have to tickle its spine for it to open. Question 2, the true identity, the human identity of Scabbers is Peter Pettigrew. Question 3 is an animagus. Question 4, the nicknames that Sirius Black is given is Padfoot, which is the most well-known one, and then also Snuffles when he's in hiding. Question 2, I'll say no, I won't accept Wormtail as the answer because I specifically said his human identity, Wormtail. Yeah, I'll give half a point. Actually, yeah, I'll give half a point for Wormtail. And question 4 was a point per answer, so you get 1. Yes, you get 1 for Padfoot and 1 for Snuffles. The Grim was not a nickname that he was actually given. That was sort of mistaken identity. It's not a nickname that Sirius Black specifically is known as. Question 5. Harry and Voldemort's wands share a phoenix feather. And I'll give you a bonus point if you got that feather came from Fawkes the Phoenix, so Dumbledore's pet phoenix. Question 6. Grawp is the name of Hagrid's half-brother. Question 7. Dumbledore's Army is the name of the secret or forbidden society. Question 8. The Weasleys live in the Burrow. Question 9. The answer is C. Professor Binns is the one who wasn't a head of house. And finally, question 10. The object that Neville's grandmother sends him is a Remembrall. I'm just going to look at the answer for your question because that's not what I found. But, so from what I can tell, the Colorado River doesn't really make up the border as such. It just goes through. Or it makes up the border between states, I think. Why is this map so rubbish? Sorry. But yes. And for the grim one, I'm going to say Quizmaster is correct. Quizmaster's answer is final answer. Sorry. But yeah. Thank you everyone for playing along. I hope you've had a fun evening. I've had fun. Yeah, please, obviously I'm going to do this again next Monday. Obviously it's Easter Monday, so should hopefully work for everybody. Yes, otherwise have a wonderful week, guys. Feel free to post your scores in the comments. And if you want any, my words have disappeared. If you have any suggestions for rounds you would like to see in the future, drop me a message or I'll put a post up in the next event. Drop a comment on there. Otherwise, have an amazing week, guys. Keep yourself safe and happy. And yes, happy quarantine to everybody. Love you all lots. And yeah, see you all next week. Cool. Thank you, everybody. I've just stayed to read some of the comments, so thank you.